Hi, Indrani. How are you? Good evening. See who all is there. All right. Hi, Bhumi. Welcome to the Knowledge Happy Hour. I'm just waiting for a few more people to join in. Hi, Rubleen. Good evening. How are you doing? Let's see who all are here already. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Wonderful. Okay, let me just love the color wheel video. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, Ashwin. Just completely alumni and student, contribution and something that they all came up with. And yeah, it was wonderful what they have come up with. Really, really amazing. So, hi, Ashwin. Good evening. Messed up my hair. Thank you for joining, everyone. Thank you, and welcome to today's Knowledge Happy Hour. Hi, Vijay. Thank you for joining. Okay, so you know what Knowledge Happy Hour is, and you know that we meet every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. And in Knowledge Happy Hour, we bring to you a new speaker on every Wednesday evening, and we share something new, something that we all can take back, something new that we can learn. So today is also one of those days where we have another amazing speaker with us, and this is a little break from what we have been covering so far. So we have been talking about, image consulting, communication. We talked about, NLP. We spoke about how to rewire your brain and everything. So everything was very self development and a lot of different interesting stuff. But today I have someone who is going to talk about something really, really different, and I'm so excited for this topic. So I'll just add today's speaker, and there she is. Hi, Swati.
Hi, I am good and it's an honor to be here, Sonia. And you have not messed up your hair.
I thought I was just doing something on the, in the mirror image, you don't figure out what movement you have to go for. So
Yeah, I
thank
know
you.
you completely look fabulous. Yeah.
So do you, Swati, and thank you for the amazing compliment. And it's an honor to have you with us today. And I'm so
Same
excited.
here.
This topic about mythology. It's just the minute we shared it within everyone and in the group, in the team, in the alumni network, everyone was just so excited. They were like, "Okay, we want to hear about this." So.
I'm honored.
So I'm really excited. I'm sure even the audience is. So let me just take a little moment to introduce you to our today's speaker. And today's speaker is Swati Chandak. And Swati is the renowned author of the book Radiance, which is a beautiful compilation of poems from the perspective of women. She's also a learner by nature, so she loves to hop from pool of activities by while gulping whatever comes to her. So her second love is also writing, and she has always been teaching also. So she has writing, teaching, and that's not just it about Swati. Apart from this, Swati has been awarded by prestigious literary magazines, which have been like the New Yorker or the India Sale, with a motivating story of zapping away a job from Google after her CA and MBA in order to pursue her passion for writing. She became one tremendous inspiration for a lot of people and a lot of women out there. Apart from being a chartered accountant, she has done her MCOM, MA in literature, MBA, and she is also a Nipun in Kathak from Bhatkande University, right?
Bhatkhandi University. Yeah.
University, and she has recently also bagged her Visharad in I'm pronouncing it right, right? In singing.
Yeah, Visharid. Yeah.
Sharad in singing, and in the recent years, she received an award as the Best Asian Poet in competition in Singapore Festival, and excellence in poetry from New York with poems that revolve around women empowerment. She is also a philanthropist. She has been working silently for the upliftment of children while imparting the needed education. She's also been working closely for uplifting the families of cancer patients. So, a
Oh my
lot.
God,
She
Sonia, it's
You are a powerhouse. You're so inspirational, Swati, and I'm just like amazed. Means it's just so much. And how do you manage to do this? It's very, very inspiring. Like seriously, so inspiring. And I'm so grateful that you're here with us today. So welcome once again to the Knowledge Happy Hour.
Thank you so much. I'm equally honored.
So Swati, tell me today's topic that you're going to talk about is how ancient myths are being rewritten in today's era, right?
Yeah.
So now, in the entire description of your introduction and about your story and journey so far, we didn't talk about mythologies till now. So, where is mythology coming in? I'm very curious that do you have some knowledge and maybe another education or something in mythology? So, please share with us.
So, to start with, Sonia, I have always been a reader. I always had this curiousness to read, and I used to flip through non-fiction books. Though I
Right,
used to write fiction, I still write fiction, but I
right.
used to flip through non-fiction. But in
Uh-huh.
2017, I came really close to a clan, an entire
Mhm.
clan who jumped up and who actually made me rethink on the definition of mythology and religion.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
what happens is I came across the things like kundali. I came across things like black magic.
Wow.
I came
Yeah.
across things wherein people change the name of a woman in a marriage context, right?
Right.
And things like
Right.
that happen, that क्या करने से आपकी पति की मृत्यु नहीं होगी और क्या करने से आपका पति जीवन ज्यादा जी लेगा. These were the
Right.
things which were exactly being told to me. Exactly.
Wow.
And when such things come to you, you get extremely curious, since you're already curious in nature. you know
Yes.
and therein, when somebody calls you a rebel, when somebody tells you that, okay, for asking a question you are a rebel, you want to go and seek how. So being a rebel, is it bad being a rebel? No, it isn't. So you want to
Mhm.
seek that question, right? So you
Correct.
go to the place, since you're thirsty, you go and
Right.
get water, right? So Indian mythology here is water for me, and I was thirsty for it. So
Wow.
that is the reason I dwelled in it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And that's been your inspiration for all the poems that you have been writing and all the work that you have been doing. Mostly about the writing as well as on the speaking front, you have been taking inspiration from mythology, right?
Yeah, I have been. I have
Tell
been.
me, Swati, what is the major difference? Like, if you have to talk about today, then and now, what are the major changes that you want to talk about when it comes to mythology? And these words that you use, like Kundali and black magic, these are very
I will
interesting
explain.
words.
I am like, these are my favorite topics. This is my forte.
Right,
I would
right.
start with the women who were rebellious
Mm-hmm.
during the period of, when the period of story started, or the context of Indian mythology. So they're
Right.
like, there's a fiery bunch, five, all right,
Okay.
and it doesn't include Sita. So
Okay.
how it all started. So there is a verse. Okay, the verse says, Ahilya Draupadi Kunti Tara Mandodari Tath
Mm-hmm.
Panchakanya Smar Nityam Mahapataka Nashaka. What is the meaning of this? So whenever I say this aloud, no, there's this rush of blood inside me. So what is the meaning of this? These are the women who have been rebellious, all right? They
Okay.
have been tagged rebellious for asking questions, all right?
Right.
Or because they were cursed for a particular reason.
Right.
They are saved from all the manner of sins and failures.
Okay.
This is how these five women are to be described. And you know what, Sonia? Feminism and mythology, they both are not modern constructs, okay? Our Indian
Mm-hmm.
mythology has the feminist characters, which are the hallmark of the entire, entire stories or entire values, whatever has been laid down.
Right.
And when I talk about myth, before talking about myth, let me just tell you a myth. All
Okay.
right. So let's make this world a better place. We have heard it a lot of times, right? So
Yes,
this is a human myth, unlike plants and unlike animals, we human, the entire race, the entire civilization, we seek purpose. We seek dreams. We have propagandas. We have, intolerance. We have rational, irrational thinking. What is this?
right.
This is a human myth. And
Correct.
for every time we search for love or lust or salvation or something in regards to, seeking through, deeply seeking through, or digging a hole through, human are the one responsible for it. That is the reason it's a human myth, and we just
Okay.
fail to even recognize it. When I
Right.
talk
Right.
about mythology then and now, there are like various different forms of mythology: Hindu mythology, Islamic
Right.
mythology, Jainism. So every mythology has a different context.
Mm-hmm.
Hinduism being one of the most, like, one of the ancient ones above all. Now, there is this one mythology wherein a god is created, and that god gives you the code of conduct which is being followed by everybody, right?
Correct.
There is this
Right.
another mythology, Jainism, wherein it is said that everything is a vicious circle or a cycle of degeneration and generation of human beings, right? This is how
Right.
we learn and this is how we give through.
Right.
And there is Hinduism, all right?
Mm-hmm.
There are so many things and there are so many interpretations, there are so many lessons learned through, that we cannot stick to just one. And what
Right.
is the difference is, previously, that era, we used to take up whatever was being said to us,
Right.
you know whatever was being said. चौथ की कहानी पढ़नी है, ये पढ़ लो.
Huh.
कहानी कोई दिया गया है, उसको पढ़ लो, right?
Furlough.
We never
Right.
asked. Now what is happening, today's modern era, authors or be in speakers or anybody, they are trying to totally change the context, and they are
Mm-hmm.
trying to put forth the feminist context. you know
Right.
what Sita thought about Ramayana,
Mm.
what was
Right.
Draupadi's viewpoint to Mahabharata,
Correct.
how was Kunti taken, you know
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
how was Karn's wife, how did she spoke about this unsung hero Karan, and how did she laid down about the entire tale and his role in the war of
Right.
Mahabharata.
Right. Right.
Everything has changed, everything. And connecting and taking it ahead, uh, when we say then and now, I would also
Mm-hmm.
want to compare between Western and Indian mythology. Now
Okay.
how? So in
Wow.
Western, I do not know a lot about Greek mythology, but since I'm dwelling into it and I have been really curious, right? So in
Mm-hmm.
Greek mythology, everything is celestial. Okay,
Okay.
these
Yeah.
Olympian gods have defeated titans, and
Correct.
there are themes, there are heroes, there are victims, and this one person who's being killed and everything. And people have everything is very objective.
Right.
Everything is that objective and further the
Mm-hmm.
achievement, right?
Right.
This is
Mm-hmm.
Greek mythology. I talk
Right.
about Indian mythology. Everything is dependent on cause and consequences. How?
Right.
कल को
Okay.
पता चला that okay, this आठवां पुत्र is gonna be the reason for his death.
Ah.
Cause,
Mm. Right.
consequences, सब पुत्रों को मार दो. ठीक है.
Right.
So that is what is the difference between Greek and हमारे यहाँ पे भी होता है. Indian mythology has that context wherein we have chota young devas, and they are battling with asuras, old
Right.
asuras, old
Correct.
asuras. Given that everybody are is the progeny of Kashyap, and Kashyap being the grandson of Brahma. All right.
Okay.
I had
Yes.
I have taken 3 years to even remember these things. So,
I didn't know that this is the grandson of Brahma, so this is something that I'm like, okay. Like you were saying so casually that Kashyap is the grandson of Brahma. I was like, wow, really?
So now what happens is Greek mythology, there's this one very beautiful difference between Greek mythology and Indian mythology that all also speaks about why Indians are extremely different, what are our
Mm-hmm.
values, and you would understand the innate description of human nature and the philosophy we we actually learn from life and death. And how is
Right.
it? So Greek mythology speaks about what you are by measuring what you have.
Okay.
10 रुपए है तो 10 रुपए ही है, right?
Mm-hmm.
Indian
Okay.
mythology में क्या होएगा, that you are, yeah, like you are being valued
Mm-hmm.
despite of what you have,
Right. Okay.
so that is
Mm-hmm.
something which we do with our people as well. When we meet
Right.
friends, we do not
Yeah,
see the social status they have, we do not see anything, we see the connections we build, right?
that's true. Yes.
Greek mythology goes on a different plethora altogether.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm-hmm.
something which I have learned through books and whatever has been written online or whatever has been given through factual data. I still have to go
Mm-hmm.
through a lot of things, but
Right.
this is what the brief context is all about, I guess. So
Okay.
yeah, then and now there's this also one more thing which I really want to add, Sonia.
Yeah.
Um, Basically from 2002 to 2015, uh, mythology or mythological tales were treated as a folklore.
Mm-hmm. True.
बच्चों को पढ़ाने की चीज है, 365 days, every story, each story one day, वही
One
story
day.
पढ़ाएंगे जिसको sanitize नहीं कर सकते हैं. So if you want to talk about a woman who was rebellious, or you want to talk about this asura who was good, you cannot teach that to the children. So you sanitize everything, the main
Yeah.
character, and you will only talk about people and the characters who are being repeatedly talked about. So,
Correct.
the Indian mythology and the context has been lost. There are so
Mm-hmm.
many powerful characters. You won't talk about Kalhuna who again and again. No, you want to talk about different movies, Masan as well, right? So
Right.
why is there a bias? And which is
Right.
being seen in Indian mythology, which is now being catered, and everybody is trying to write about, Kunti. I told about Kunti. There's this beautiful book, Yuganta, wherein
Mm-hmm.
you will see a perspective of Draupadi as well, Kunti as well, Karn as well. So there are
Right.
so many things. There's this beautiful book. I'll tell you the list of books, but I really want to say this. There's a book Asura. You know,
Right.
it is by Anand Neelkanthan, and he has given, like, the tale of the vanquished speaks about the entire Ramayana from Ravan's point of view. So we get perspectives. The
True.
change in the entire then and now uh, uh, mythological context is that we get to see the perspectives which we crave for, and we want to
Right.
get a better understanding of it rather than following it.
Right. 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 So interesting, all these things. And I have read Asura. It's a beautiful book, and just the minute you read it, your thought process about Ramayana and how you see it is just totally changed. And then that
Totally.
entire phase that comes where history is written by the winners. So that also comes into the play. So yes, it is a
Yeah.
very important point. Something that you mentioned, Swati, about those five very powerful women, right? So, if you have to talk about those five powerful women, and how do you see, or in what format do you see the characteristics of these five women? And this is a question that came in my mind because now you will not have exact same personality or a person. You will have a few characteristics of
Yeah.
um, these five women who were the rebel of that time. So, how are you seeing those characteristics in today's time in women?
These women are being worshipped now,
Yes.
because everybody wants to know the question. Everybody is seeking those five questions: why, how, when, where, and
Right.
is it. So now
Right.
everybody wants to worship. Rather than worship, I'd say they would take these women as the mentor, and they would
Mm-hmm.
want to know how everything is unveiling itself. That if somebody is questioning, if somebody in the middle of the entire sabha is trying to pull my sari, I would want to question why. Who
Right.
gives the right? Right?
Right.
So there are things which were questioned. these were the things which was questioned back in the day as well. During the lockdown, we have seen Mahabharata and Ramayana so much on the TV and television channels that, everybody knows that what has happened and how has happened, right?
True.
These women are actually laying the basis of the future stories, the
Mm-hmm.
future value system, the
Right.
future. Not only these five, like every other traditional character or the mythological character. I'm not talking about religion over here, okay? People are going to come up and mess it with religion, but it is not religion. It is just mythology. Mythology is timeless, Sonia. All right. When we talk about, if there are people who talk about mythology with history, history is time bound. Wherein people
Correct.
talk about ये हुआ था उस राजा के साथ. Mythology is something ये भगवान करते हैं ऐसा.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it is timeless, right?
Time.
So
Time.
whatever has happened, whatever these stories are giving back to us, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
These are the tales from which we want to learn, or these are the
Mm-hmm.
tales which we want to be rewritten. For
Right.
example, now here comes that example where I was talking about Kundali. All right.
Yes.
So people would come to you and they would say that I'll share a very very personal example over here. This
Okay.
happened in my family itself. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
my mom's side, my nanny's side, मेरे सबसे बड़े जो मामा जी थे उनका
Mm-hmm.
शादी हुआ
Mm-hmm.
कुंडली मैच होके within 20 days he died.
My God.
Okay.
Okay.
Every
So,
bade mahapandit, with all like, I apologize if everybody gets offended over here, but I am laying down a true story which was
Mhm.
being noticed by government as well at that time. So
Mhm.
जब ये हुआ, सारे महापंडित जिन्होंने कुंडलियां मिलवाई थी कि इससे बड़ा मैच नहीं हो सकता है, दे ऑल सेड ये तो कुंडलियां मिलती नहीं थी.
Okay.
फ्रॉम दैट डे टू दिस
Hmm.
हमारे यहाँ पे कुंडली नहीं देखा जाता है. you know
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I went through a situation wherein this kundli wala thing happened,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Yeah.
gun and ganas and everything matched, but I didn't like the person. Like I was into a mess that what is happening with my life. So I was already into a vulnerable position, and I was just thinking about whatever is happening, and there was somebody who said कि iska Swati naam is so powerful that she's gonna dominate, so change her name, make it
What?
Poonam Pratishta Prashansa. Like this, 27 years of Swati, changed.
Shame.
Now, what is it? People say that, okay, हमारे mythology में ये लिखा हुआ है. No, हमारे mythology में नहीं है. What you have done is you have mixed it up with religion and you have tried to make your own. Here comes a point wherein, in today's context, Sonia, everybody is trying to write their own tale.
True. Very true.
Yeah, everybody. So what
Mm-hmm.
happens is, अगर कोई एक पर्टिकुलर फास्टिंग कर रहा है, anybody wants to have a particular कुछ भी छोटा मोटा, they will try to adjust according to their comfort.
Right.
It is being changed, it is being altered, है ना? I'm not
Yes.
saying it's wrong. I'm also that person. I change it according to my comfort.
True.
But the
True.
problem comes up when you have already changed it and you're asking the other person to not to change it. Why?
Right.
Why did you change it in the first place?
First place. Absolutely. Yes.
And when you question this thing, you become a rebel.
Rebel. Yeah. Very true.
then
Very
then
true.
when it comes to black magic or whatever it is, I do not
Hmm.
want to say anything, because the first hand knowledge of whatever it is, I do not want to get into it, uh, by all means. But when you see something really closely, Sonia, that somebody comes to you and tells you about things that हमने उल्टी कर दिया तो हम में से ऑलपन निकला 1 लाख के करीब. What do you like? How do you like? I do not have like, I do not even have a response to it. I do not, man. I do not have a response to it. So
Okay.
that was something which which actually fused my mind. So what is
Right.
happening? And
Yeah.
everybody comes up and says that, okay, आप ना. So I am a Saturday born. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
पुराने जमाने में माइथोलॉजिकल स्टोरीज या कहीं पे भी बोला जाता था शनिचरी.
Yes.
शनिवार को पैदा हुई भी शनिचरी. All right.
Yes.
Believe me, Sonia, it is my luckiest day. Like everything, there's something good is happening, and everybody is talking about Are ye to, and nobody in my family said that. My parents have been so supportive. Like I have
Mm.
seen a very different mindset over here, and all of a sudden, what people have done is they have junctured, they have messed up with religion and mythology, and
So
everybody tries to create their own version. The problem is everybody tries to create their own version, and they want you to focus on that altered version. How do you do that?
it's very true and a very important point that you're mentioning today, Swati. And so many things that actually, like the fasting bit only. This is something that I keep saying very casually that within friends, that, whenever the fasting conversations happen, and how do you fast? And then somebody is sharing their way of fasting, and the other person is sharing their way of fasting. And then I realize that everyone has their own ways, and everything is all right. There's no, like, nobody has
Yeah.
come down, gods are not coming down and telling you that you have to do it in this way only. It's you're decided by you itself, so very
Yeah,
important.
definitely. Can I
Sure,
just add one more thing over here?
sure,
So
go ahead.
there is, Sonia, there is a, so how this was questioned, the patriarchy was questioned. Now, a lot of people must have not heard about Madhavi.
No, I
Okay,
have
so
not.
now what happens? It's a myth. Okay, so
Mhm.
I've read about it. So it's
Okay,
okay to not to know about it, because it's
okay.
a myth, and everybody knows about Ramayana and Mahabharata. I told you, right?
Right.
Nobody wants to know about the characters who have actually built the entire context of mythology as a whole. Indian mythology is so vast that people have to know about it, right? So when I talk about Madhavi,
Hmm.
she is that woman who bears only male children,
Okay.
and
Wow.
they all become warriors.
Okay.
There's a magic
Interesting.
potion. Everybody's like, she bears only male children, and they all become warriors. Now, what happens? What Vishwamitra, Lord
Mm-hmm.
Vishwamitra, he was a guru, and he has this one shishya. He had this one shishya, and that shishya, you know about Guru Dakshina, right?
Yes.
So Guru Dakshina mein, this person Galawa was the name, I guess. This person was asked to go and bring 800 white horses with black
Wow.
ears.
Okay. That's
Okay,
very
so this was
specific.
the Guru Dakshina. All right.
Right.
Now what happened? This person goes, and he finds and searches, and he ends up meeting King Yayati. Now
Mm-hmm.
this Yayati didn't have any horse or whatsoever, but he had
Mm-hmm.
a daughter, Madhavi.
Okay.
He gives Madhavi to this Shishya.
Okay.
Women is considered as an object.
Right.
What this person does is, Shishya,
Mm-hmm.
he still wants to have like those horses. So what he does it, he would go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
he gave Madhavi, like he traded Madhavi with three other kings,
Wow.
and got 200 horses each from all the kings. At the
So,
end, he was asked to give like 800 horses, no? So at the
mhm.
end, what he does is he gives 600 horses and Madhavi to the guru. What is it? You are being, uh like,
Commodity.
the woman is being tagged on the social ladder. She has being taken, so like she is seen at a low stage, that she can
That's
be traded, she is
completely.
objectified,
Yeah.
and patriarchy starts right from there. Now this is nothing about religion, Sonia. This is
Mhm.
nothing about religion. What is it?
So,
It is a story. We
yeah.
all are built up of stories, no? We all have stories every day. Me and you talking. What is it? It's a story.
So, yes, absolutely.
And if this myth has happened, and this is how women was, they were objectified back then, and people are still objectifying. People say that, okay, we are not objectifying. Women have been so, they are so intellectual and everything. But ask them.
Mhm.
I have met 4 lakh women through my organization, Jeevan, and all of them have faced it. All of
Right.
them have been into that. Is also the reason, whenever I meet somebody who's suffering physically or have been tortured or being in an abusive way, I go deeper into mythology,
Correct.
that how can I find an answer with that.
Like, how is it okay for somebody to be even doing something like that? And very
It is
true.
being
Like,
missed. Women are being traded these days as well. Everybody keeps on you, like your self-respect is put on a loop.
that's true. Very
A
true.
husband is gonna come up and say that okay, ज़्यादा क्यों कमा रही है? How will you respond to it? Now it is all coming from those stories back then, back in the day. Everything is
Right.
coming from that.
Back then. True. And it has been just modified as per your convenience. I think people just
Very
modify it as per their own convenience. Very interesting things, and the conversation I'm just enjoying. And to the audience, if you have any questions and you want to ask something to Swati, what she has talked about till now, please feel free to ask. We have one question already. Swati, I'll just read it out for you. It's a
yeah,
long question, I think. All
yeah,
right. So
yeah.
this
I
is
heard that.
from Shraddha, and Shraddha is saying that I'm so happy you took up the topic today. I have a statement here which my 8-year-old son made. Mahabharata would have never happened if Kunti would have told Karna is her first son. Second, why Draupadi had to say Andhe ka beta andha. His point was if Kauravas did wrong with her, God would punish them. Why did she had to give such a statement? She could have stopped Mahabharata by not aggravating the situation. What do you feel is the next generation going to take from Mahabharata? Very strong question.
Very strong
And
question. I do not know what are going to be the repercussions of it, Shraddha, but yeah, thank you for asking me this. The statement which your 8-year-old son made, Mahabharata would have never happened if Kunti would have told Karna is her first son. Story kaise banti?
absolutely.
You know? So when
Story.
somebody is facing something and somebody, Mahabharata is by far the most factual Upanishad we can see, like everything which is happening in our families, amidst our friends, with your parents or your siblings, everything there, from rivalry to love to the nasha of power, everything. Mahabharata explains everything so much that each and every century is going to relate to it.
Absolutely.
That is my first answer, that Mahabharata would have never happened, story nahi banti, and we would have nothing to have looked onto, we would have not been able to learn it. Second
Mhm.
is why Draupadi had to say andhe ka beta andha. That is
Mhm.
where the rebellious nature comes from.
Right.
The thing which I was talking about, that she exactly laid what happened, so she was not actually meaning it. What she meant
Mhm.
was the kind of abuse she went through, right?
Mhm.
And
Right.
when I am talking about stop Mahabharata by not aggravating the situation, anything else would have happened.
True. True.
Here comes the stories that when I want to say, so when I was telling you that 2017 something happened with me. All right. If that wouldn't have had happened, I wouldn't have been here sitting right in front of you, Sonia, and talking about mythology. Rather, I
Mhm.
would have been in a family and learning their ways of religion mixed up with mythology,
That's true. Very
right?
true.
So whatever has happened, whatever is been happening, we all are a part of a story, and that is supposed to happen. That is how we
Very
learn. That is how scriptures comes. That is how examples are. That is how chants are made. You know, this is
true.
like. Can I add something?
Go ahead. Floor is all yours, Swati. So,
There is another myth. Okay, I want to talk about. So it is about Valmiki's curse. All
okay.
right. So we talk about this. That Bhagwan Valmiki. He
Mhm.
wrote Ramayana, right?
Right. Right.
But and he was the first poet, Adi Kavi. He's said to be the Adi Kavi. He was the first poet who
Right.
actually, introduced the poetic meter. Now, how
True.
it happened? It happened accidentally.
Okay.
So, according to the facts and the factuals and whatever has been stated in the
Right.
stories and Vedas and whatever the transcripts are there, it
Mhm.
is said that there was this hunter, and
Mhm.
Valmiki was witnessing that entire story. There was this hunter who shot a male bird.
Okay.
The partner, the female bird, was so much in sorrow with the death that she
Mhm.
died.
Right.
She died of sorrow and pain, and that she cannot live without the partner.
Mhm.
Valmiki was so much enraged that not subconsciously, Sonia, unconsciously, he
Hmm.
cursed the hunter with a poetic meter. He didn't even
Ah,
recognize. And
right.
later in that day, Lord Brahma came and he asked Valmiki to write Ramayana.
Ramayana. Hmm. Right.
So,
Right.
everything and whatever has been happening is meant
Mhm.
to happen in a way. I believe it. I
Right.
believe in vibes and cosmic rays. I do not believe in that, okay, but I believe in whatever, like I and you meeting over here, I believe this is meant to happen.
True. Very true.
So,
Very
that is the reason I guess I have answered the question. I hope, Shraddha. If I have
true.
not, please drop in another one.
No, I think you have answered that very beautifully, Swati. And just what I am also understanding is that when you said stories, and not only just I mean, story is, but stories are actual things that happen between people, right? And that is something which is very true. If I have to maybe add something, and you can tell me if that is a right perspective to look at, that what do you feel is the next generation going to take from Mahabharata? I think it's a very accurate representation of the current world. Like, if I have to
Yeah.
look at Ramayana, Ramayana sounds so pure, so innocent that sometimes I feel which world this happens, like where, like who does this? Sometimes I really question Ramayana that it is so like nice. There are people, of course, there is a story over there also, but lot of things are very good over there. Like people coming in,
Yeah.
helping you, and like there is this entire Vanar Sena who has come and just like
Yeah.
fighting for. But when you look at Mahabharat, it's a very actual representation of what you live your current life right now.
Yeah.
So you, as you said,
It
you
will
can
go by in
relate.
every century. Like Mahabharata will go by in every decade, in every year, every century, every yuga.
Yes, true.
Even though it was a part of Dwapar Yuga, it would go in every yuga.
Very true.
That is
Very,
what
very
I believe in. Because Kali Yuga. So can I add something more? Like I'm so
true.
curious.
Don't ask
So
now, just ask.
Kali Yuga started in 3102 BC.
Okay.
Right before that, right before Kali Yuga started, Lord Krishna started for his heavenly abode,
Mhm.
and like right after the war of Mahabharata, he
Correct.
started for his heavenly abode, and the degeneration of human civilization started. Right
Right.
now, according to the ancient written scriptures,
Mhm.
during that time in that language, it is being said that Kali Yuga would would have the dominance of avarice, lust,
Mhm.
irrationality, corruption, politics, and everything negative which is possible. And it is also said that right back in the day that life expectancy is going to be just 70 years. And we have seen life expectancy to be on an average at 70 years. And back in Satyug, it was 4,000 years. I do not know how. But it is written that back in Satyug it used to be like 4,000 years.
Wow.
Like we do not know if they had the same organs and everything, but yeah.
I don't know. I think they looked a little bit different than how we look today
Probably,
because
but still we picture them in our own thing. Why? Because we want to give somebody a we want to see that person. So what we do is we create that entire image as by watching ourselves, right? So
right,
yeah.
right. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm now going to maybe take you in a different direction because that's the first word or first few words that you said when we started. And since then, I've been waiting that when will Swati talk about Kundali?
That is my
There's
forte.
another thing, Kundalini, which is also considered the powerhouse of, where the women, power comes in, the source of power. And we have a lot of women today watching our show. So if you want to just maybe share a little bit about the Kundalini part, not Kundi.
I'll tell you a beautiful, like I'll start with a beautiful myth. Okay, since we
Mhm.
are talking about myths.
Yes.
So, my Kundali spoke that I wouldn't be able to do anything in my life.
Okay.
So, I would be somebody who would do nothing.
Uh-huh.
She would just sit back, relax, watch web series. No, it was not written watch web series, but she would just sit back and relax and do things like that.
Right.
When I saw my Kundali back in 2017,
Uh-huh.
That was the time I realized that okay, it is a complete myth. I do not believe in zodiac signs. Okay, right now I am writing, so I have a doctorate, and right now I am writing against psychometric tests. All
Mm-hmm.
right,
Yeah.
so people, like, I'm taking you to a tangent and I'm gonna connect it.
No
So
problem.
these psychometric tests are again speaking about a philosophical world which
Mm-hmm.
doesn't even exist.
Okay.
You want to Psychometric tests have 16 personality traits. Okay,
Correct.
you
Yes.
are caged in those 16 personality traits. Zodiac,
True.
you have 12
Mm-hmm.
signs, you are caged into that. For example, you are a June born, I am a June born, we both are Cancerians or Gemini or whatsoever. Are we going to
Right.
have the same characteristics?
No,
There
not at
are
all.
hordes of people out there,
No,
right?
very true.
But everybody, like, I see people doing that. There's this one of my friends, okay, she keeps on sharing this thing that okay, um uh, uh I am a Cancerian, so I am this. I'm
This,
also a
this,
Cancerian, but I'm not that. When like, we are so digitally proficient, it is like the
this.
best known skill. We are connected digitally right now, no? Right?
Absolutely. Yes.
We are so digitally proficient, and kundlis are now have a kundli software
Yeah.
wherein people they type their names and they input it, and it talks about the varnas and astrological signs and your stars, and if you are a shanichari or not, and everything. So
Right.
you know see, what happens is, I'll tell you something, okay? Obsession
Mhm.
is not good.
Right.
When you let something overpower you, we all have a chance to change ourselves in a way. We have various paths. We have a
Mhm.
chance to go on a path and create a life for ourselves.
Right.
Kundli or zodiacs or everything in the world, to talk
Mhm.
about the critical thinking, everything in the world is okay to read till you read it for fun. But
That's
if
true.
you want to go ahead and actually dwell into it, that okay, अगर मेरे को ये बोला जाता कि okay 5 साल की स्वाति को कि वो कुछ नहीं कर सकती है, और मैं मान लेती, मैं नहीं कर
Hmm.
पाती. Whatever little I have done, Sonia, मैं नहीं कर पाती.
That's
Why?
true.
Because I would have believed on that. Now, coming on to another bifurcation, there is a difference. There is a thing about mythology that it is based on belief and faith. And
Okay.
what Indian mythology is based on belief.
Yes.
I believe that this particular thing exists there. I believe that this particular story has happened. Where is the
Mhm.
faith?
Correct.
So,
Correct.
Kundali is basically messed up between belief and faith. And people want to live their entire life on the basis of Kundali.
True.
Tell me something. There are like two Gyani. Like, I will share an anecdote over here, Sonia. And when like, my mom is really scared of the things whenever I speak about politics or mythology, go out there, and she gets really scared. Please, mat bol.
You
But,
can
she
understand.
told me this story once.
Mhm.
मथुरा में या कहीं पे, I'm forgetting the name. दो महाज्ञानी पंडित घर से बाहर स्टेप आउट करते हैं,
Yeah.
फादर एंड सन,
Mhm.
चौराहे पे, they both meet an accident and they both died on the spot.
Oh my
These are
God.
the Gyani Pandits. They would have
Yeah.
seen, they would have had seen their kundlis, no?
Correct.
How
Absolutely.
can somebody come up and tell that, okay, I am gonna die at this particular time, at this particular age?
Mhm. Mhm.
Chakras are there, everything is there, but we do not have that, that understanding, that intellect to even understand it. It is
True.
such a deep study. It is a deep study which is being done by scientists as well. For example, can I add one more thing?
Go ahead.
I don't know if you have heard about this mantra. Like, I am a believer of Mahadev. Okay, I
Mhm.
believe in Om. Now,
Yeah.
I chant Om a lot, and I now there is a difference. Okay,
Mhm.
अमिश त्रिपाठी ने एक किताब लिखी शंकरा करके, मेलुहा करके, जिसमें शंकर का कंटेक्स्ट दिया गया.
True.
I believe in Mahadev, and Mahadev is, for me, is power, is the source of
Okay.
enlightenment, and I have given that a name as Mahadev. उनका
True.
एक मंत्र है महामृत्युंजय मंत्र. All right.
Yes.
So you cut me in between अगर मेरी आवाज थोड़ी सी ऐसे वो हो जाए तो, but this is something which I would like to chant over here.
Mm.
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्. ॐ. Like I chant it. Whenever
Beautiful.
I chant it in the day, I get goosebumps. I'll tell you why. This mantra has the strings of vibration, which is scientifically proven.
Right.
Now, this is also believed to be that mantra wherein it would keep you healthy and hearty. So now what
Mm-hmm.
happens? You must have heard about अमिताभ बच्चन का बहुत पहले एक एक्सीडेंट हुआ था जिसके अंदर में उनका पता नहीं था
Yes.
वो जी पाएंगे या नहीं जी पाएंगे. महामृत्युंजय पाठ हो रहे थे. My
Correct.
mom went through a deadly condition when I was 2.5 years of age, and महामृत्युंजय अखंड पाठ हुए थे. So when you see these chants, अब ये कैसे आता है? Why, when I want to ask you a question over here, Sonia. If you enter a temple, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel? You feel negative or positive?
Positive vibration.
Because
Absolutely.
everybody comes with a faith,
Yes.
and they
True.
have a belief as that
True.
this is the place where everything is gonna get fulfilled.
Yes.
Bhagwan is gonna do everything for them. What is this? This is the vibe.
Right.
And what are
Absolutely.
chants? Chants are vibes.
Vibes.
So
Yes.
when I chant this particular mantra in the day,
Mm-hmm.
I feel that okay, this is giving me a kind of relaxation. Why? Because I have my belief and faith both working parallelly to it.
Yeah, that's true. Beautiful. No, absolutely beautiful. And so, and your voice is so beautiful also.
Oh
I was just
my God.
and really nicely explained. And yes, in fact, this was a question that was asked by my brother also, and we have a huge age gap. So once he was asking me that why do I have to, do these mantras and all, and then I had to explain him that just from because he needs logical explanation to everything. So what you just explained, and it was actually Mahamrityunjay mantra only that I had to explain. And then I went on to the point of that it is sound, and sound is a
Yes.
vibration. So the way that you sing that or the way that you speak it, you are putting out some kind of vibrations out there. And this mantras have all the positive vibes put together in just that sound. So you are basically sending out, positive sound vibration out there, which will work out for you. And you just got it like that. So I think a lot of people
Beautiful.
need to understand these things also, that not just see it from the point of view of just religion, maybe start asking questions, and because the answer is right there and you are doing a fabulous job of giving the answers and finding out that why this is there. So amazing stuff. And I have Shalini also. She also just said that Swati, your passion for this subject really
Really
shines through.
shines through. Oh, you can give me the topic any day and you wake me up from my sleep and I'd be, I so would want to discuss about it or learn, the new context about it. So, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Swati, we have another, I think, follow-up question by Shraddha. She replied to your answer, and she is asking that. Let me read it out. Thank you, Swati, for your answer. We tried explaining him the same way. The other statement which he gave is Draupadi and five husband, and no one came for rescue. So they were not good husband. What is the duty of a husband then?
He
And
seems like my long lost brother, okay? Like I had this question when I was a child. So,
No, Swati, I just need 1 second. So before you answer that question, to all our audience, if you have more questions for Swati, just please feel free to ask. If you want to just ask anything, anytime, any question has come whenever you are in this, situation where something is told to you and you didn't find any logical explanation. I think this is your opportunity. You have a person who knows about it, who has asked the questions and has found the answers also. So feel free to ask those questions. And now, Swati, over to you, please. You were saying.
it's a, it's the most It's the most intriguing and most apt question, Shraddha. Kudos to your child. So when it comes to Draupadi and five husbands, and no one came for her rescue, when I
Mm-hmm.
was talking about this organization Jeevan, and when I was talking about myself, Sonia, I rescued myself,
Right.
you know. And back then, back then in the day, nobody laid down the. These are the people who faced it. They were the first people to face such a thing. All
Mm-hmm.
right, they didn't
Right.
know what would have happened if somebody would have had faced it, because she was the first person who faced it.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
All right. And when something happens to us, we do not know how to respond to that particular situation. Rather, after years, we get the understanding that, okay,
Correct.
whatever happened back then, whatever and however I pointed it out, I could
True.
have done, or I could have taken this path to change it. But what
True.
happens is years have passed by and nothing could be done. Nothing
True.
could be resolved. That is what happened. So, from that example, what we take is now,
Mm-hmm.
because she was the first person to go through this,
Mm-hmm.
or the first person who was actually being talked about,
Mm-hmm.
like in the entire Upanishad, that
Correct.
she became that particular character that we see and we
Mm-hmm.
learn from, that this is
Right.
something which I do not want in my life.
Right. Right.
This is
Mm-hmm.
something which I do not want something to do with me. So
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to those five husbands and nobody came to the rescue, here the
Yeah.
modern technique of mythology comes up, Sonia, that I am gonna write my story. I am gonna write my things according to me. And the mythology, the stories will take a shape again. They would be reshaped. Why? Because the
Mm-hmm.
stories are getting altered.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's true.
everything, like, and the second question here comes up is, so they were not good husband. What is the duty of the husband?
Husband. Yeah.
The question is, like, he's a child, but the question needs to be altered. All right, there's nothing called duty of a husband or duty of a wife.
True.
There is
Very
something known as duty and value and character of a human being
right.
as a
Right.
race. Okay, so I would come to another myth over here. Okay, so there is this person Manu. Now, who is Manu? He was the leader of human civilization. Okay, and Lord Vishnu took the birth of Matsya, and he came to Manu and he said, a tiny fish. I'm a tiny fish, and I'm being scared by this bada aquatic creature, and please save me. And Manu
Right.
saves this person, which is similar. Like, there are uncanny similarities with Noah's Ark,
Right. It is very
right?
similar.
Very
Yeah.
similar, uncanny similarities.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is happening over here is this person is not taking the duty of a husband कि वो boat पे गया और अपने पति और बच्चे और habitation और animals को लेके गया. He's having the
Correct.
duty of a human being.
Hmm.
So when it comes to I am so sorry, but I cannot, like, I am incapable of answering the question that what is a good husband, since I'm unmarried. And also I do not know what kind of a husband, like, I do not know.
No, I
There's
think
nothing
the
called
way
duty of
you
a husband, I guess.
mentioned
Yeah,
it's
I
actually
guess.
a good person, a good human being. I
Yeah,
think starting
a
with that
person
would be
who,
it.
probably a person who's curious, and a person who can understand perceptions. That is
Hmm.
a good human being. For example, if you have a perception, Sonia, and I have one, and we are into a respectful debate, we can learn
Hmm.
through it. Right? Unlike the leaders, whatever they are doing right now in the opposition or whatever it is. We are going
True.
through political fragments. Yeah.
Yes, very true. And we have a lot of questions, and I hope, Shraddha, you have got your
I
answers.
love this question. Yeah. Yeah.
Your means Kenneth, I know her son's name. So Kenneth's questions are really, really amazing. And coming from an 8-year old is just mind blowing that
Yeah.
he's
Please
asking these
mail his questions to me if it is possible. If there are more questions, I would love to write a mail to him, like an email to him.
So they will be on the Facebook Live comment section also. And Shraddha,
Very
please reach out to Swati and maybe you can share your email ID on Messenger, and Swati can then reply to the questions in depth. And I'm sure Kenneth will be very happy to
Yeah.
receive the answers from Swati. We have two more questions, Swati, and this one is from Drashti, and a very interesting one that I have come across. The situation where people say that tulsi plant dies even if the shadow of menstruating women comes across it. How true is this statement? And where is
Let
this coming
me
from? First of all, I want
take
to
a
know
moment and let me just drink my water.
which mythology said something about this. I seriously want
Oh,
to
it
know.
is like there are stories around it, you know.
Really?
Menstruation, menstruating cycle, and everything. Indian mythology was very clear and very cute, but religion messed it up.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know why? Because अगर कुछ आपको मनवाना है ना सोनिया तो रिलीजन के साथ डाल दो.
That's true.
बाल
Very
मत
true.
कटवाना सैटरडे को बिकॉज
हाँ.
भगवान मना करते हैं. विच भगवान? नाखून मत काटना रात होने के बाद क्योंकि
True.
भगवान सही नहीं बोलते, घर से लक्ष्मी चली जाती है.
True.
बल्कि
True.
रीजन ये था कि पुराने जमाने में लाइट नहीं होती थी तो अगर आप उस टाइम नाखून काटोगे तो आपके हाथ कट जाएंगे.
Injuries.
So
Yes.
do not
Very
do
true.
that. It has a logic and sense, you know. Now coming on to this menstrual cycle and menstruation, this is something I
Mhm.
really pick up and talk about. Okay, tulsi is a plant which is being worshipped at my place. I worship it as well, and I believe in the qualities tulsi has, medicinal qualities. Like you know, I it it is a necessity at my house every day that we have to intake few tulsi pattas or tulsi ras for the medicinal qualities it has. But whenever
Right.
somebody you know menstruating women come across it, वो plant मर जाता है या अचार के पास आओ तो अचार में फंगस लग जाता है. And you know
Mhm.
think मेरे गांव के अंदर में छापर में बोरी पे सुला दिया जाता था लड़कियों को. रग स्पेसिफिकली. Why?
Hmm.
Because वो उस पे नहीं सोना चाहिए, उनका अलग से बर्तन होगा, दैट बर्तन उसको मांजना पड़ेगा राख से.
Right.
These were the
Yeah.
things that were being followed, which I have never seen. My
True.
mom never made me seen that, you know.
That's
So I I think this is a question which is very true in its sense, but I do not think tulsi plant marta hai because I also menstruate every month
Mhm.
and I move past that plant as well. It is
Yes.
alive from past 8 9 years. So
Yeah. No,
I
that's
don't.
statement is definitely. And these are again made up in whatever reason people made this up, and it's absolutely just I don't even
And
have
those
words.
who believe on this religiously, no, they have a viewpoint, religious viewpoint to it. They would
Mhm.
want and prove it to you.
Yeah.
There were women back in the day in 60s and 70s, सोनिया, that they would अगर कोई औरत चली जाती थी ना ऐसे तो उसको
Hmm.
करने के लिए वो रूट निकाल के दूसरी रूट डाल देती थी. औरत औरतों की सबसे बड़ी दुश्मन है पैट्रियार्की में, इवन इन इंडियन माइथोलॉजी.
Indian mythology, yes, very true, and that has been seen over and over again. Mahabharata again being another example of that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm loving the conversation, but yeah, we don't have enough time, and we are just running out of time. But we have questions coming in, and this is again a very beautiful comment coming from Payal. Payal said, "Thank you, Swati, for this informative and interesting talk." And then Shraddha is saying, "Thank you, Swati. She will definitely share the email." So before I start wrapping up, although I can listen to you and keep talking to you all day
Yeah.
long, and I'm sure we would get more opportunities like this. But for this session, for the Knowledge Happy Hour, just to take one last question, and this is from Rohan. Rohan is asking, he said, "Thanks, Swati. He joined a little bit late, but he liked and he's saying, very interesting talk. Wanted to know what is your take on the effect of gemstone on the well being of different kind of people and how to convince people of the healing power of gemstones."
So, you know, everything and every question, why? Because I was thirsty and I found the water. All right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
now what happens is gemstones, I used to wear it.
Hmm. Okay.
वो मोती और वो नीलम बता दिया गया था बचपन में तो सबने पहला दिया एंड एवरीथिंग. और जितने
True.
टाइम पहना उतने टाइम यू नो आई वाज ऑलवेज एंग्शियस.
Right.
I
Hmm.
do not know about the healing power or anything, but the day I removed it, everything went on to be good in my life. See,
Wonderful.
sadness and happiness and being hearty and healthy and facing a disease, it is all a vicious circle.
That's
You
true.
know, there are things we come across, there are things we overpower, there are things we go through, and there are things when we heal. There are times when we heal.
Mhm.
According to me, and I apologize if everybody get offended, but I'm not sorry. Um, I do not think so. It actually gives a healing power. I do not think so that it can single-handedly give a healing power. If you put your belief and faith together in it, I
Right.
I do not even think so that time as well it can give you a healing power.
Right. Right. No, no, yes, that is true. And we also actually talk about gemstones and not gemstone in just general in colors. So, Rohan, when you will learn colors, you will understand the healing power of colors. So, somewhere we believe in image consulting, we do a lot about color analysis and
Okay.
understanding the power of colors. And I think that's where we kind of understand. We have not done any, scientific study on it, but when we learn the effect of colors on and relate it back to the chakras and electromagnetic, not even
Yeah.
chakras, electromagnetic spectrum, and colors actually originate from the electromagnetic spectrum, and every human being, every living being is just part of the electromagnetic spectrum if we just talk
Your
science.
logic and I'll be all here to hear it. But when somebody comes and talks कि नीलम पहन लो, तुम
Right.
successful हो जाओगे, hard work नहीं करोगे तो कैसे होगे?
So I think somewhere it is to do with if I have to answer your question, Rohan, to do with the electromagnetic spectrum, maybe it
Probably.
helps. But again, we don't have the right answer, so maybe
Yeah.
not.
I'll search more about it. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't believe in gemstones.
Gemstones, yes, that's true. So that is really interesting, and I don't think we have any more questions. Let me just quickly check on. Even I have shared it on my personal page, so no questions over there, and everyone is loving the session. People are saying, even on my personal, I'm getting comments like positive vibes and belief actually helps in making things work for you. So that's really and really positive vibes. People are loving the session, Swati, and everyone is just finding it very interesting, and your information is very enlightening, as Shalini also said. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us, coming on the show today, and talking to us, talking to me, and covering
It's an
so much.
honor.
It is an honor to have you also here, Swati. One last question that I want to understand from you. Tell me one author or maybe one book or series of book that's like rewriting the mythology in a very different way, and it will help in futures. Like, wow.
Like
Okay.
I kept a lot of books, okay, for you guys, and there are a lot of recommendations already. So yeah,
Sure.
this is by Amish.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yes.
he has not played a lot with the words, but you will
Yes.
get a context of Shankara and his life. Devdutt
Correct.
Patnaik has written more than 30 books. All right.
Yes.
So you can find his series. This is something which I read about Shankara a lot, a lot.
Right.
Ashwin Sangvi, Krishna Ki is amazing. Then
Right.
I would really suggest specifically to Shraddha to ask, please ask your son to read about Palace of Illusions. It is
Mm-hmm.
a beautiful context where Draupadi speaks about Mahabharata according to her, you know.
Wonderful. Very
Then
nice.
I have this book, Yuganta. It is
Right.
amazing. You'll find different chapters dedicated to different people. Then there's
Right.
this one more book about Devdutt Patnaik, which is A Pregnant King, is the name, wherein
Wow.
this king drinks the potion which was supposed to be drunk by the wife to get
Okay.
pregnant. So
Pregnant.
he
Okay.
drinks it and he gets pregnant. Then
Wonderful.
Namita Gokhale, she's one of the best authors there can be. Secrets
Mm-hmm.
of Shiva, and then
Yes.
Amruta Patil. Oh my God, I love her. Adi
Adi.
Parva is something she has written, and look at this, Sonia. Like
So
everything
beautiful.
is being explained here with the
Wow.
digital picturization.
Wow.
It is
That's
beautiful, and that woman is amazing to talk to. Like she has so much. I've attended her sessions, and she's amazing. So please read this.
I'm gonna get this one, Adi Karu.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the recommendation, Swati, and that's wonderful. I'm pretty sure that our audience also just took a note of that. And yeah, even after the session, if you want to maybe just go down to the comment section on Facebook and maybe reply to a few of the comments, please feel free to do that. And to
I
our
want to do
audience, if you want to reach out to Swati, please feel free to do that also. And I'm sure she'll be happy to answer your questions. Once again, Swati, really, really happy to have you on the show. I know we had so much to talk and so little time, so I am really really bummed, but we have to like wrap it
It
up.
was lovely, Sonia. Thank you to you and Ashwin. It was lovely talking to you. Like specifically you, I was really scared about it, but you made me so comfortable that I was able to speak whatever I wanted to. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Pleasure to have you here. And so that was Swati Chandak for today's Knowledge Happy Hour. And I'm your host, Sonia Dubey Divan. And it was again another fabulous session. We will be back for Knowledge Happy Hour season 2 and next, episode next week on Wednesday. And on that day, we have another interesting speaker, and we are going back to fitness. We will be having Dhruti Changani will be talking about busting myths related to fitness. Sorry for mispronunciation. Busting myths related to fitness by Dhruti. And please be back on Wednesday, next Wednesday, and I'll see you then. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye. Bye, Swati. Thank you once
Bye.
again.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye. Take care.